Stream should be up. Setting up a few things for a second though. But I can't set the Spotify to play. Start this from the beginning. You know, I can test that later. I don't need to test that now. I can look at that later. It's fine. It's all good. Uh, I just gotta move this couple things around so I don't get into any trouble if stuff goes wacky. And I think we are golden. Let's get to go. Oh, actually, so there's one thing I want to be doing here. I'll just let people see. So, this is what I want to work on, but I've been, there we go. Can you actually see the, wait, I want to see, you can see all those powers, but they're just like in a weird spot. That's neat. Oh, you can't see the second pop-up. That's funny. Alright, so you can't see the locations on my PC. That's hilarious. Anyways, um, I'm gonna bet a rock. I'm gonna put this rock in here. I have not done this yet. All right, I did this in like a funny way last time. I did like this. Oh, look at how much is in white here. I need to figure that out. Uh, it's been too long since I've listened to Puff Brothers. There might be. I do feel like though I want to not just listen to the whole album, so I'll probably set it up in a slightly different way in just a second. But this song is lovely, so you know we're fine. I can remove this like random hair strand I put in there. That's okay. Hello there, Daniel. How are you doing on this day? I finally decided to follow a schedule on streaming. That schedule includes Friday. So, given that I keep to my promises, which I intend to, that's Friday mornings going forward. Right now I'm about to improve the overlay. Just to get this thing done. Cool, okay. Amazing. It's how you gotta do it. I hear the way a lot of people normally watch streams is they just like use second monitor at work and they're like, Lamau. I got stream going on, but I am working. You're so right. The rock does look nothing like the deer. I am lying right now because I have not removed that. Um, The rock is, okay, you know what the rock is supposed to look like? It's supposed to be a replacement for the other rock, right? So you see the other rock that's on my overlay, it's supposed to replace that. I just haven't put it in yet. So I was just gonna like finish it now and put it in. So we get a cooler rock. And then the right side, I don't know, I might finish that sometime, but depends on whether or not I have my avatar thing done before then. Yeah, I got really bored of the other rock. I was like, this does not look good, bro. Who broke rock? I broke rock. I don't know who broke rock. I feel like maybe rock was just like that, you know. In reality, it's kind of like there's some ritualistic shit going on, but who knows? Should I put little flowers? Should put a little flower down here. Okay, that's nice. Just put one little flower. Do I need rock lore? I have no idea who broke rock. I just made a cool rock. You know, one day I will paint better flowers, but that day is not today. And that's okay. Oh, oops. Do I give a shit about making like better grass here? I don't know if I do. Messy and unclean. Perfect. Um, I'm just gonna put this in here a little bit more. All right. Oh, is this gonna work? Let's see. Okay, save. Three, two, one. Yes. Yes. Nice. That was so easy. Got him. All right. Well, we got new rock. Um, Perfect transition. Thank you, Twitch. Or thank you, OBS, for just updating that. Okay, I gotta make my chat box not like be whack anymore. Alright, this also means that if we go to Clip Studio, chat box seems about like it's actually in the correct spot. I can't tell until somebody gets a message. We'll find out. But we got new rock. Got new rock. How's this look? If I go to studio mode, can I look at this for a second? It looks fine. It's okay now. Maybe it should be a little bit more defined, all things considered. I kind of like how this looks. Maybe I should go like in here and say, just fit these, make these rocks slightly more definite. And the... Man, I need to look at auto mod. But at least it lets me check if chat box looks about right. Yeah, it does. Neat. Bye. I'm checking. Kinda... I mean, okay, the bottom there looks kind of wacky. No. Okay, we can do better there. Like, this does not look amazing. We can do a little bit of a redo. We are so back. Do you like new rock? It's up. Straight up dropped. The transition was so smooth and you missed it. You can see the second one. I'm making slight edits. So I think this is all fine looking. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna save this again. Alright, check this out. Bam. Right, hold on. Bam. Bam. Okay, there we go. Been fixed. All right, new rock is here. With wacky shading and everything. I'll just let that chill as it is right now. And get to what I actually was intending to work on. But hey, we got new rock. I do also want to save this as a Clip Studio file again. Looks like someone stepped on it. What does that mean? What does that imply? Where's the boot print? Like, I actually don't know what you're talking about. Where's the boot print? Like this? Hold on, that's the wrong color. This is a boot print? Oh, this? Like, okay. Um, this is spot one, this is spot two, this is spot three, this is spot four, this is spot five. What are you talking about? Oh, so you mean this is a boot print? That's interesting. That's an interpretation for sure. I will accept it. That is not what I intended, but that is interesting that it is seen as such. Oh shit, I accidentally deleted it a little bit there. Hold on. Coolio though. But I can see it's somebody with a total of 2 toes. Fascinating. Um, okay, but that's all fine and dandy. We have this thing, and it is here. If I want more rock, we can do it. Okay, here's the deer. Uh, yeah, I can see that. I understand. Um, I keep thinking I might want to change. Yeah, it does barely look like the reference, but it's a design reference. It's supposed to be an inspiration, not like the fucking thing itself. Um, so thank you. So. Okay. That's fine. My brush needs to be bigger again. Okay. All right. Before we listen to the entire album, I'm gonna do a slight. Actually, but we're almost done with the album. I'll just let it autoplay. Let's see what happens. It's okay. I don't know what's gonna autoplay from Punch Brothers. More bluegrass? Probably. We shall find out if Spotify's autoplay from Punch Brothers is worth listening to. They are very unique, generally speaking, so I don't know if their genre tags are gonna work out. It's like the one time I tried just listening to bluegrass, I was like, ugh, this isn't that interesting. You need that like maniac inventiveness that Punch Brothers has. She shed his antlers. I only learned about shedding of antlers like last weekend. So I've never really thought about the process or why it happens. I don't know if you would. Maybe. Why do you shed antlers? Like, why does that happen? Okay, so you shed antlers because you need them to fight the other guys who are trying to get your bait. Is that it? Like that's the only thing you need them for? Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I see it. I see it. I don't know. I don't feel like this character is like a fighter that's trying to like kill the other guy. So I don't know if he sheds his antlers in winter. Um, wait, I feel the second you become like more humanoid, you're also horny in winter. Or like outside of I don't know when mating season is, but I don't assume that's winter. Yeah. So I don't know. My most immediate answer would be no. Just because I think antlers are cool and I like them to stick around. So it's not quite a circle. This needs to be like up there. Business is mine. The triumph is real. I mean, we agree if it's a sex symbol, deer men are allowed to be hot throughout the year, right? Should be deer rights. I mean, true. Uh, I still got them legs. Just kind of thinking like, what would be the actual purpose of doing such a thing. That would be like funny if in practice what they do is like they just collect the like deer person culture involves collecting all of your antlers and then you put the ones on display that are the coolest. Wouldn't that be funny? Could also be interesting as mistaken for a satyr as mating season. Mistaken for a satyr is an interesting vibe. Satyrs? Do satyrs have horns or no? They're just like deer people without horns. They have like the funny feet, no? Goat horns. Right, yeah. And maybe. Would be funny to have a collection of them. I'm also thinking like this character particularly is also supposed to be like, they're like a painter. Um, like the thing I posted on the last one I did was I don't know if you saw it because I don't think you're following the blue sky, but I kind of want to show you. I had this really funny idea in the last one I did. Um, this was the last design I ended up doing, yeah, where you can see I have in the background the Wikipedia article for Wildfire. So I was like, hell yeah. This was based on a lantern. Um, and I was thinking putting the Wikipedia article for cave painting on this guy. But hold on. If you have goat horns, what's with the mop? It's like a big old messy ass brush, or it's a mop. I literally just drew this shape here, and I was like, okay, looks sick, and I kept it. Okay, okay, but satyrs have goat horns, right? How do you get mistaken for a satyr in mating season if you don't got goat horns? That's what Right, I see it. I see it. Do goats also shed their horns during mating season? Like off, well, rather off season? Right. I mean, in that case, it'd have to be a very young satyr, no? Like if your horns are just like little sprouts. That's okay. I'm gonna draw that over later. Anyways, it's not the final line art. It does annoy me. Hmm. I see it. Suit. Reaching sexual maturity don't have grandpa horns yet. But this does mean that young satyrs would have to, like a satyr in his 20 couldn't have cool horns then. Unless there's just large variability, that's also a possibility. It's old Wiz. We are making up some shit anyways. It's gonna be a little bit big. Neck, back, shoulder muscles. Why do you ask? Is it to carry the horns? You gotta have bigger shoulder muscles? Right. I mean, fair point. I've currently drawn him with like very raised shoulders, which does mean that like actually getting the trapezius out here is a little bit like wacky, but maybe you should have a bigger trapezius. TBH. I don't like him having a bigger trapezius. I want him to be kind of a twink. There we go. It's better. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I mean, most likely, if you were to look at it, it'd be like, okay, you can see that shit. But I'm covering all of those, so he's like that kind of archetypical anime twink who's like he looks like a little guy, and then like he takes his shirt off, and then somebody's like, "Man, your back is really muscular," and you're like, "This guy's never exercised in his life." But this guy does have an excuse because he has big ass horns. That's like genuinely such a funny fucking trope, and like, um, I mean, true, yeah, absolutely. But looks like a twink until he takes off his shirt, and you're like, holy shit. uh, but no, besides people who actually do work out, it's a really funny trope in like uh rom-com manga that like the characters find themselves in some situation or another where dude takes off his shirt and then a girl gets to look at his back, and you know, like 9 times out of 10, this guy's never fucking done a push up in his life, right? Like he's a gloomy loner boy, but for whatever reason, they're always like, "Oh my god, his back is so muscular." It's really funny. I'm gonna set a timer real quick so I don't forget to stretch when it's time. I'd rather let myself be absorbed in this instead of just sitting around thinking about, maybe it's time. Oh, whoops. What is this? This one anime I love watching clips from. A personal trainer of protagonist looks like just any guy starting the gym. I know the manga you're talking about, or the anime you're talking about. Isn't that like Oh well, okay. I'll have to ask you when you come back. Honestly, I imagine there's a couple of anime like that, to be honest. I don't think it's an uncommon trope. Drawing straight lines, am I right? Drawing straight lines while refusing to turn the canvas. Hello. Hello, Maddie. I'm deciding this deer individual. The previous character, I can actually show you, I have it open. We got to here. Um, did some shading and rendering and stuff. I actually think, did I not? I might not actually finish this part up here. That's really funny. Anyways. um, but yeah, no, this is what I got with the last one. I put in the Wikipedia article for wildfires in the background. Um, and the little render. I think I want to do the same with this here. Thank you. That's fun. It is fun. So, been stalling a bit, but I'm hoping to get more on track. I actually set a schedule for my streams now, so I'll see if I can keep that. All right, see you around. Good luck with eating. Right, this is actually the wrong one. It was it's got like weird. That's the problem. I gotta find the other one because it got saved in like a weird spot. Open folder. It's supposed to be. Yeah, that's why. It's because it's in a weird backup folder. That's why I have the old version here. Yes, I do want to replace that. This is the actual final version. Didn't even get to show that. Oh well. Ah, there. That's what I need. I want to do a little bit more rather than just putting these in here, let's actually think about the kind of shapes of the fur on the deer itself. And there's some like roughness going on. I do also feel like if we have too much of that, it becomes kind of weird looking. Let's just try that for a second. I should not make it too messy, but making little jagged alterations I think works pretty well. Yo, actually, I didn't even see that. Oh, that's hype. Hey, what happened? What's hype? Gotta go permanently. Oh no, I didn't even get to ask you about the anime. Anyways. It sounded very dismissive. I'll see you around, Daniel. Thank you for stopping by. That's crazy. I accidentally did it twice, actually. You just didn't comment on it the first time. That song, I guess, actually just does just end for no reason. That's the stretch break timer. Can I make like a very elaborate? Hold on. This N is pointed the wrong way. Hold up, my bad. How do you make a fancy C? Yeah. I'll BRB. We return. We are back. I think the reason why this thing in the center it bugs me is because it doesn't really actually go in the center. Um, should be like here now. The problem is like the placement of these more than anything. They suddenly look out of place. Go live. Nobody will ever know. That was also really nice. That's Chris Steely's on that one. Makes sense. Curious though about if I just make this. Like an hour. I also do feel like this light could be farther out. Let's be real. Stands up. think I'm cool for now. I'll work more on this later.